Tero.
I'm Heath.
And we are
Chelsea-Michelle.
We have got a free prequel novella for you. If you've not read it yet, you can get it in the link in the description below. And today we are doing another of y'all's favorite Twins or Not Twins edition.
So in this segment, we have a list of questions and we talk about whether or not we agree with each other and then whether or not we agree with our twin character.
And as we go through the questions, we want y'all to answer them as well.
So question number 1, singing or dancing?
Singing.
Dancing.
I have sung all my life, and I did actually take a few dance lessons. It was fun, like ballroom dance lessons, but by and large, I was raised in a family that we didn't really do dancing.
Yeah. I think it blows my mind that you took dance lessons and I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
That so stinks. I would have loved that. Dancing for me, for sure. I love to sing. I don't sing professionally, or should I? So I should not list that as my favorite thing to do. I love, a good car song, but dancing, I'd love to dance. And so are twins.
That's a good question for Chelsea. I'm almost gonna say dancing.
Would you really?
Yeah, and part of it's because while Chelsea is a lot like me, she doesn't have the musical background that I do.
Yeah.
And so singing most often comes with a musical background. It doesn't always, but there are some scenes where she dances, but there's no scenes where she's singing.
Michelle's a dancer.
Michelle's more of a dancer than Chelsea is.
Yeah. I think that's what throws me off. I'm like, Chelsea dances? Chelsea dances. Michelle is definitely, which is funny, she's very music oriented in the way that I am. Like, it's always kind of in the background. That's something you'll see in the series, is the way Michelle's mood dictates the type of music she's listening to. So it's a different type of constant music. So I know because of your music background, it's different for you. But Michelle's constantly singing and dancing, but it's more in the playful tone. So
Chelsea she would dance before she would sing, but it's nothing near what Michelle would do. I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. That seems about right. All right, so sweet or sour?
I think I'd go with sweet.
Yeah, me too.
Though I do, back whenever I could eat food, I liked like the sour apple candy, or like the sour candies.
I've never cared for sour apple, like the flavor itself.
Okay.
I just don't like. I do like the sour gummy worms or things like that. But I'm older now. The sour, that's just junk. Give me something better than that. Something richer. But so what would our twins say?
I would say Chelsea's sweet.
I would think maybe Michelle's sweet, but she's kind of a spitfire of a personality. I could see her, if it's going to be snacking on something sour, it would probably be her. So maybe it's not her first go-to, but yeah. All right, so laundry or dishes?
Dishes.
Yeah, dishes. Not that I care for either, but dishes I do prefer. Why is that?
I do like dishes, actually. And it's not that I don't like laundry. It actually takes more energy to fold the clothes.
Yeah, I don't like doing the laundry, like, at all. I don't know why. I like folding towels, and I have a strange desire to iron. We've talked about. I've been watching Mama's Family. She's always ironing, and I'm like, I want to iron. I want to iron. That's fun. Anyway, but I do love the dishes. I like. There's something refreshing about, I think, just running the water, the act of washing the dishes and doing the dishes, like, really does clean the kitchen. It's such a significant action, I think. So I like that one a lot. Our twins?
We've never talked about their housework, and it probably would be better to be opposite, so that way they can actually balance each other out and not fight over the same thing. All right, so true story, whenever I was younger, I actually took charge of the kitchen, and it was originally two of my sisters and I, we each had a meal, and then eventually I'm just like, let me take over the whole kitchen, and y'all go do something else. You know, I'd rather be fully in control of how the kitchen was cleaned every single meal.
In control. Are you catching this? Are you getting all this stuff?
Then to, you know, share that load and come one day and it's like, well, they didn't clean it as well as I would have cleaned it, and so.
Yeah. I think with Michelle, she does most of the cooking. So
this is true.
She's either doing the dishes because she's cooking, or Chelsea would take the dishes because Michelle cooked. So I could see that going in either direction.
Yeah.
I don't think your laundry's going to get done very well. You better do your own laundry.
This is true. They probably each do their own laundry and share the kitchen.
Well, you know, but in all honesty, I don't think Michelle would do a good enough job for Chelsea in the laundry with her being very particular.
Michelle would throw everything together and put it all in the dryer. And
Do you
Chelsea,
not do that?
I hang clothes to dry.
Chelsea likes to do her own laundry. Because she's a control freak, she would like to do her own laundry. Michelle would not. And Michelle would, maybe we need to do that in the book. Where they tried to divvy up chores and Michelle was skipping. She was not doing a very good job.
That'd be great.
Yeah, because that sounds about like him. So, Chelsea does laundry.
All right, thanks for helping us figure that out.
All right, so cookies or brownies?
Oh man, both. Like, how do you choose between those?
You eat a cookie and you talk about brownies.
No, like, okay, like, my gut reaction is brownies.
Really? Mine's cookies.
But cookie, that's a hard choice. That's a hard choice.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite type of brownie or cookie?
Oh, well, brownies have to be more fudgy, like crumbly fudgy, not like store-bought fudgy. But
So maybe cake like?
no, not cake-like.
Okay.
Cake-like, not cake-like.
Okay.
Fudgy.
Okay.
Like they're really.
So
really
like raw
nice.
cake, guys. That's what she's looking for.
Maybe.
That's what she wants.
Maybe.
She wants the raw cake. That's gross. No. The very like when it's fresh and moist, that type of.
Yeah.
I prefer it cakier.
No.
Because I don't want it raw, so I do
it's
prefer
not
it.
raw. It's cooked.
Sometimes it's raw.
Actually, and this is actually kind of
Sometimes it is
interesting.
raw.
Gluten-free brownies actually sometimes make better brownies than using flour.
Really?
Well, if you like the fudgy brownies, because
That would make sense,
if
yeah.
you're using almond flour, it doesn't have the gluten to bind it as well, and so
That makes sense.
it automatically makes all the way cooked fudgy brownies.
Yeah, okay. So I don't want gluten-free brownies. There was something that I made, I forget what it's called, but it was kind of like a fudgy type. And I don't know that there might have been a little bit of flour, maybe. I was just thinking about that recipe actually, oddly enough. I'm a big cookie fan. I love cookies.
I will eat more cookies. Well, I can't eat anything now, but back whenever I could, I would eat more cookies than brownies.
Was that just because you baked them more, or?
No, I think it was just they're easier to grab and go.
Oh.
And okay, here's what's the thing about cookies is there's so many more flavors.
I was about to say that, yeah.
You know, some of my favorites were like oatmeal raisin chocolate chip. If you get like you use butterscotch chips and milk chocolate chips and white chocolate chips and an oatmeal cookie, that is good.
That is way too much of all the things. No.
And pecans.
Pecans I can handle. I don't like anything too sweet. And so at butterscotch, you done had me. I was like, nope.
Butterscotch is sweet.
Yeah. I've had like the Hello Dollies. I think there's another name for it, like a 5-layer bars or something.
Oh, yes.
And some people will do those with butterscotch and chocolate chip. And I'm like, that is nasty.
Our family totally did.
No. Which, the way we always made it was just the chocolate chip, not butterscotch. And so, but I noticed like a lot of official recipes do both. And to me, it's too
ours
much.
were 7-layer bars.
Okay. So what were the other layers? And that is what you called them then?
Yeah, we called them 7-layer bars.
See, we called them Hello Dollies.
Okay.
And I wondered if it was like a private nickname, but it's not. It is a name for the bars, but it is.
Well, see, we had, there was the crust. What was the crust made out of? Was it graham crackers?
Butter and graham crackers.
Butter, graham crackers.
Coconut. Chocolate chip.
Milk stuff. Condensed milk.
Yeah.
Chocolate chips. Pecans and butterscotch, I think.
Okay, so we always did it without the pecans and butterscotch.
Okay.
Yeah. And those are a family favorite. Not with my household family. They don't like them. But the family I grew up, my mom and dad, my brother, I make those a lot for family gatherings.
Yeah.
In fact, I just finished off, so. Yeah. So what would our twins say? Cookies or brownies?
I'm thinking Chelsea's going toward cookies.
Yeah, I think Michelle would too. There's something fun about a cookie.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. There's something fun about that. So, all right, well, now it's your turn. You let us know the answer to these questions and who you twin with the most. Me, Amanda, Michelle, Chelsea. And let us know if you have any other questions that we can do this with another time.
Yes, we love your questions. It helps fuel these videos, and it's really fun because, like you just discovered, there's some things we have not considered yet.
Right. All right, we'll see y'all later.
Bye.